Excuse me, welcome to my stream. I gotta blow my nose. So thanks for stopping by, guys. My screen turned off. So I do, this camera is for the hands to not be mirrored. You have to use the front facing camera, which is fine, because I prefer myself also to have the hands correctly done. But anyways, because of that, I cannot see the screen for that streaming camera. Sorry, I wasn't looking on this phone either. And my screen turned off here. So I'm trying to get this turned on. If you guys haven't noticed, I don't know what the problem is. This is so annoying with this computer. When it goes into sleep or hibernation mode, I don't know what you have to do and press, but it seems like you got to just do. Hey, what's up, Hassan Codero? It seems like you got to do so much stuff to get it to come back. Anyways, it's up, so I see some people stop by, which is cool. So. So it's a big day tomorrow because I'm bringing my cats to the vet. It's their yearly examination. And then one of my cat also has a prescription diet, the white one. So they have no idea that this has been in the planning for like a month. And my black cat, I think, is going to be more stressed than the white cat. So here, look, we got this new grocery store up here. It's called Grocery Outlet, and they are basically like an Aldi's, but they sell other stuff, and they do not sell so much of their own brand of stuff. Aldi's actually sells a lot of their own brands of like imitation cornflakes. Interestingly, their cornflakes, which I've eaten, by the way, they're okay. One, they have like zero texture. They're like literally like flattened and just baked. Like if you've eaten baked Lay's potato chips, it's like they have that same flatness with like a 3 times harder crunch. Okay, and then they do not use any malt or malt in there, so it's like not sweet at all. And malt tastes different than sugar is what I'm saying. Malt, you get a overtones of flavors of different things. Anyway, so that's what makes their cornflakes cheaper. Me personally, I'll just say there are certain items that I can and will buy. I don't know. I can tolerate like just the knockoff Walmart brand flavor stuff, but I'm talking cereal is something I cannot do. I mean, I've tried it before, and I've especially tried it with the cornflakes. Not only the Aldi's brand cornflakes, but anyways, I have to have Post cornflakes. I'm glad they make a super big size of it now, a family size, because I eat like a family size box to myself like every single week. I only eat very few cereals, you know, and I essentially I do not eat any cereal that has sugar in it. Okay. So anything with sugar, I mean, the only ones I used to like when I was little, which was really cool, was I like those Count Chocula Cocoa Puffs, and man, I've been looking for one of these on eBay, but like way back in the day, they had this thing where like, you know, all the cereals have toys in them, and the toy for this one was the whole back of it turned into this like 3D like marble run. You know, and instead of the marbles, you could fill the top up with like a cup. It held like one exact cup of Cocoa Puffs, and then like you could open it up, and it went down this whole like Plinko machine maze, and you put your bowl at this little arrow at the bottom, and it would like all come into your bowl. And I just can't believe my mom. My mom, like, she throws away cardboard. Okay, like especially cardboard. Okay, if the cardboard is big and brown, she'll keep it because like then she'll use it to cook with and like prevent the splashing. But anything that has print on it, she just throws away. And like anyway, she threw away every single one of my N64 boxes. And again, I've talked about how mine are absolutely supreme. I have all the manuals in super supreme blockbuster cases, which you cannot find these cases of this durability anymore at all. And if you can, people want something like, or would want something like $10 a case. And when Blockbuster finally went out of business, I spoke about this in one of my live streams, that I went in there and took like 50 of them. And anyway, so I put these are so cool. They hold Nintendo's, Sega Genesis, N64 games, and CDs. So it's just a very cool case. And it has like all these special arrows so that everything can fit in a certain way. Anyways, those have kept, like I said, with the videotapes, with instruments, with you know, for real, even your knives, like because like I said, I did cooking, and I never really took that seriously until I saw some real chefs just really, you know, not only like baby their knives, like they have the whole knife bag and everything, and not like a very nice bag to go with it, but like every knife is chosen, you know what I'm saying, for a reason. So that's cool, because that's like the same with like any kind of toolkit, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, but what I'm saying is they would always keep their knives real clean and put them back. You know, you don't leave your knives out and stuff like that. So anyways, what I'm saying is the N64 games, I've always kept them in the cases, and they're still in the cases. You know, some of the N64 games, I'm going to talk about them real quick because I have 3 viewers. Hopefully you guys like video games. What do I usually do? Okay, what do I usually? I usually play my piano. I do something on my piano. It can be improvising, which was what I generally like to do. It can be some technical practice, which I haven't done, but I did do a lot. Okay, in about a month ago. I'm honestly just real burned out from doing that type of stuff, but I've been really slammed and busy with stuff. I'm tuning like, no joke, like 6 pianos like next week. You know, this week I tuned 5 pianos, so it's just a lot. So anyways, but I like to talk about like just everything and rant and complain. Okay, so it's just my life, whatever. So, and that's what I talk about, just what happens in my day. And the stuff that comes over. You know, right now I'm talking about these N64 games, and what I'm saying, I want to talk about some of the N64 games which I've played. Most of them I've beaten. One is Shadows of the Empire, Star Wars. If you guys didn't know, like I like Star Wars and I like Star Trek. I recently got all these books for $1. They all look like they've been read one time, you know, but I like that the covers are not all worn and the spines are not all worn, so I can like put this on my shelf and it looks good. You know, I need to take these labels off, and I have a method for taking off stickers. I'll say, luckily, their stickers they are terrible. They're the kind of stickers where I'm saying if you're in the store and you're trying to tear this off, yeah, you could tear it off and like put another one on there, but it's cut in so many sections to where it's like really hard, and then it's like rips off. So anyway, so what I'm saying is I have a very easy way to get off all these stickers. I want to show you what, guys, real quick. I also thrifted this. You know, there's a number. I actually have a number of these heat guns at different rates, but this is a 320 watt heat gun. This is used like a lot of like people use them for just crafting a lot of stuff and bending. And anyways, I thrifted this for $3.99. You know, I don't know. It works. It works perfect. It's like never been used. So anyways, but you got to heat them up a little bit. You got to start an edge. First start the edge and then heat it up. And then also you don't want to just leave it on there because like, also depending on the material, but also it heats up really fast. You know, and you just want to take it away. And I like this because it has a switch. I can easily turn the switch on and off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I can get all these books. I got these books for $1. Look, all these CDs. So they up the price. Some of them it depends on what it is. I'm not lying, like because I got a Herbie Hancock record over there, and they had a Queen record, and for the Herbie Hancock record they wanted $1.49, and then the Queen record, which I'll just say was the original printing of the game record, they wanted $5. You know, and I couldn't. I just thought like why don't you just make them all the same price? So anyways, but this is a classical shit, and so most classical stuff, unless it's like a huge box set, you know, like I saw some box sets, they'll want like $6 or $7 for like a multi-box set, but like anything like one or two CDs is what I'm saying. This is one CD, but you know the old CDs flip out have two. They want for classical stuff like $2. It's getting more expensive to $3. But then what I'm saying is if I buy them on Monday, I get them half off. So I bought this one last Monday for $1. And, you know, it's because I still bump CDs. I do not have, like, a screen in my car at all. You know, that's, I have a screen on my phone already. Why do I need a screen on my car, you know? Anyways, but that's just how I am, and that's what I like. You know, I'm like, I like acoustic instruments only, you know, and I only want to be known for playing on an acoustic instrument or something which is like an extension of the body, you know, acoustically. And thanks. Well, I did read this book, man, and I recommend it to everybody. And I mean, I forget what the name of the book is, but it's like it's essentially like one of those. I forget the exact book, but it sounds dumb, but it's those like 23 topics to like make your preteen successful, you know. And I read one of those way in the back. And what I'm saying is, in those books, they also mention a lot of other stuff, and so it's kind of like it's like a stepping stone to other little caveats of knowledge, which they're kind of just very summarizing very shortly in there. Anyways, but you know, I'm taking a lot of classes and stuff, so I find that helpful. But anyways, but about this CD, man, is what I'm saying is in my car. It's about the CD player. My car's 2008, by the way, so that's the year it is. My Civic, by the way, that's my other car, like everybody knows, and so I guess you're just tuning in. But I got a piano in my garage, and like so half the shit that I buy is because I'm also trying to put in my garage. Because the piano is not alone. Like I got a guitar to be in here, and I got a guitar to be out there. And I also got this. I don't know what it was. Like this, they had this. Everything I've gotten from the thrift store too. This, no joke, but this thing's like 6 feet tall. It has like 5 metal. It's like galvanized metal, aluminum, and it's not like it's thick. Is what I'm saying. It's like really heavy duty. And you know, it's made to be hung on the wall because it's got things. And anyway, so I went around the store and found, okay, I was like, look, because piano books in general are like much larger than regular books, you know, than a magazine, is what I'm saying. So I made sure that they would fit in there, and they do. Man, so you know what I'm saying, like, when I got the house, the back of the garage, I'll just say the garage, like, is like just like everything else here has been a process, like reclaiming my backyard. That was a huge previous live stream, you know, but I finally have brass. Okay, I'll just say that is like amazing if you just saw it before. But anyway, so people put those tools on those pegboards, and I'm going to use the pegboards, you know, also for tools, but also to enhance the musical area. And I have a retro system for out here and a retro 5.1 system. I just picked up also from the thrift store too, a 32-inch flat screen. You know, it's a way newer flat screen is what I'm saying. So, and then also I was talking about, aside from that screen, I'm waiting now because the next screen I'm going to buy is going to be 70 plus. It's like there's no smaller screen that I'm going to get now, unless I just come across some weird deal, you know, where I can get it for real cheap. Anyways, so yeah, my car is 2008 and I have not replaced the radio. I have no intention of replacing the radio. I've just gotten used to it and I like it and I know how to use it and function with it, especially when I'm driving. If I were to change that and to have some stupid new dash where you gotta press all these dumb new fucking buttons, that shit would drive me fucking insane already when I hate fucking driving. Okay, so I you know, you can already tell I hate driving so fucking much. I'm getting angry about it just even trying to talk about it, you know. And I'll just say, okay, I'm a nice person. People, someone already asked me, are you angry all the time? I'm like, no, I'm very passionate about what I talk about. But I will say, that has yes, I'll just say definitely with some bandmates, because I used to play in a lot of bands, and we're cool now, but like I never kind of like saw it in the mirror, you know what I'm kind of trying to say, is because I used to run a studio here. There's two real big like rock studios. It's called Rock and Roll City studios. You can look it up, and they just have this new building extension. Like the year that I left it, which was like right before COVID, so I guess it's been a while now, like 6 years or whatever. But I was in I had a room in there, is what I'm saying, for a long time, for like almost 10 years. That's what I'm saying. So, and we would always just like I split it with other people, you know, and these band people. Anyways, what I'm saying, I'm gonna tell you the story from my perspective, okay? From my motherfucking perspective, okay? I was doing this Elvis show, and we had to learn 20 Elvis songs. I'm just saying, you listen to the shit that I play. I do not play fucking Elvis, but for that performance, and there was cabaret dancers, I was like, all right, I'm gonna learn 20 Elvis songs. It was a challenge. It was a real big challenge, and they have this one fucking song, Return to Sender, okay? And it's an E flat, okay? And there's a saxophone solo, okay? Return to Sender, return to something like that, so something like that, okay? But it's like the one fucking Elvis song that has a real like sax like lead that needs to be played, and you know, everybody in the band was really dedicated, and we practiced this music I'm not lying, for like almost 6 months, probably 6 months including the performances. So like three and a half months. There's multiple singers as well. So there's three different male singers, so it wasn't one singer, one Elvis singing all 20 songs. Anyways, so we had this rehearsal, okay, and just okay, this is another thing that just makes me angry, because I was just like, dude, you can't fucking just listen to this song and just please learn your fucking part to the sax player. And then so it just came down to where I had to transcribe that shit for him, and I'm not a transcriber. I'm not good at that. You know, I can do it anyways, and luckily it wasn't too hard. It wasn't really a hard solo, but still, to go get the fucking manuscript paper out, go write that shit out, and transpose that shit to your stupid fucking instrument. You know, everything I play is in C. You know, so I mean, I respect other players, like especially these like B flat and whatever E flat players, and you can read and just immediately transpose. That's kind of like comes in handy because of the nature of the instrument. It's not a concert instrument. But what I'm saying, just for being simple, you know, I've always played in just concert pitch, and everything is concert pitch for me. So anyways, so not only did I have to transcribe that shit, then I had to transpose that shit for your dumb fucking ass. Okay? And so anyways, so we rented this room with 4 other people, and each of these 4 people, though we all played with each other, all had their own other fucking bands and shit and whatever. They just partied and trashed the motherfucking place, okay? I had all my fucking manuscripts in there for this Elvis fucking show, and I could not fucking find my fucking music, dude. it was, and like we had the show. It was like the first show, you know. And so I go up there. We had a marathon too, so I ran a marathon before this first rehearsal too, the Cleveland Half Marathon. Okay, this is like crazy. I cannot do this anymore. Anyways, so I was up there like really fucking early, like at like 4 in the morning or 4:30 or something, because I was downtown like at 5. Okay. And they were all fucking asleep because they had just fallen asleep, like literally probably just within the last 30 minutes. Just partying and drinking and trashing the motherfucking place. I was the only motherfucker that ever cleaned this place up. I would clean it up like once a month. And no joke, it'd be like 3 fucking like 50-gallon trash bags of just trash. I just don't know how you accumulate that much motherfucking trash in a motherfucking square. Like the size, like literally small. Our room was almost as big as my music room right here. So anyways, you know, it was trash. All my shit was just all over the ground. Like I had my shit in a folder. Okay, is what I'm saying, in a folder, and there was a little thing on the wall, and it was all organized, and everything was fucking organized. Is what I was saying. You know, like I said, I cleaned this shit up, and I was just like, how do you manage to just trash all my fucking manuscripts that I've been working on with this fucking band for the last fucking 3 months? And it's just all over the fucking ground. So I came in there and just trashed the motherfucking place to find my fucking manuscripts, because I had to find all fucking 20 fucking songs. You know, I can't leave without all the fucking songs. And so I was just, I wasn't throwing anything. I was moving everything around. They were just all grumpy and fucking had fucking hangovers and shit. And I was like, man, fuck you motherfuckers. It's like, cause like, fuck you guys. And then they went and told everybody, man, like, oh, Eric went fucking AWOL, and Eric came in there and trashed the motherfucking place. And I was like, did you fucking smell that fucking place before I fucking opened that fucking door? Okay, yeah. Anyways, so fuck you. And I don't even know where that's going. I mean, I'm just fucking, that shit just makes me angry. Driving makes me fucking angry. You know, okay, I guess that's what I was trying to talk about, was my car. What I wanted to talk about is my other car, the Civic. The thing that's so big about it is because the EM2 Civic, the 7th generation Civic. I only know about Civics. Okay, I'm not like I mean, I'm a car enthusiast, but I'm just saying I don't know like anything about any other car that I essentially don't own. I just know this car because I have it. You know, obviously. So, anyways, but what I'm saying, it's the first year of the 7th generation. And so what that means is here in Ohio is it qualifies after 25 years, which would be in 2026, because it's a 2001. It qualifies as a historic vehicle, and so what it is what the historic vehicle allows you to do is to basically only pay the tax once for the car, and then as long as you just want to keep your same license plate and the same number or whatever, you know, for the rest of your life and for the rest of the vehicle's life. You do not have to get it emissions tested, or I think you maybe do, but it's like it can fail it. There's a lot of different little rules, but the big thing about it is that you never have to renew its status with the Ohio system. And the Ohio system, like during COVID, it was kind of started. They started this thing, Ohio HID, and it like it's like a all-in-one login portal for like literally everything pertaining to your financial and like medical and like car background. So anyways, what I'm saying is, like, on my Mazda, and what I'm saying, it's been in my garage forever. I have the transmission disconnected, and it's like to pull it off the bottom, I need to get a new K-frame and essentially replace all the front suspension, which I can do, but I'm just saying that's like, I have to really accumulate those parts, especially the K-frame. That's like the most important thing. Or pull it out the top, which I was mentioning in a previous live stream, that everybody pulls this transmission out from the bottom, okay, by releasing the K-frame. But there's one guy on the fucking YouTube, and the video is so short and it's so shitty. It's so blurry and it's so dark. And it's so short, and also it's like in 2 sections mashed into one. And then first he fucking shows you the interior of the fucking car. I like Elvis. I mean, I can't do it. Yeah, I'll just say it was a good experience for me because I only knew like 2 or 3 Elvis songs at that point. I don't even know which ones, but but also I learned a lot of new Elvis songs. You know, I didn't, you know, I forget which song it was, but it was just really just hip sounding. I was like, man, that just sounds fucking hip. You know, because a lot of his stuff sounds like it sounds really fucking depressing to me sometimes. I'm sorry. You know, depending on what the song is. You know, there's a huge range of emotion with his music. So, anyways, that's why I enjoyed it. Is because there was such a large range of emotion with his music. Like I said in a previous live stream, I can't say that about the Eagles. You know, that there's anything close to the range of emotion found in the music of Elvis. So, yeah. So, anyways, probably gonna play a little more. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I watched all these videos and stuff on like Old English and people reviewing it, and I'm gonna experiment around with the Old English on like the soundboard and on this piano in the garage, because one, the piano has it, like I said, it looks so shitty. It has all these like marks and everything. But I also want to see if the oil like actually helps or kind of mediates the extreme temperature difference and humidity difference, you know. And I'm just really surprised that this piano has been. It still sounds. It's definitely out of tune now, but it still sounds nice. And again, like this piano should have been trashed, you know. And so I got a heater in my garage too, but it's way too cold right now. Like I have to heat it up, and I'm not trying to do that right now. What time is it? It's too late. It's like midnight here. It's past midnight. See, I just want to say, you see how fast that came into tune? I started my stream by tuning my piano. I specifically hit these B flats up. Look, I've only been streaming for 67 minutes. That means like literally that note came out of tune in less than an hour. So, you know, it's really dry here, and I'm having to run I have to refill my humidifiers twice a day. It's so annoying. It's really just tiring. But anyways, if I didn't do that, man, it would be even worse, is what I'm saying. So also part of my other day, which you didn't see, which no joke took like an hour and a half, was shovel my whole driveway. And not only my driveway, my deck, which is just everything is so unergonomic for also to push the snow off the deck. And luckily I got it because like I came back and oh man, hell yeah, by the way, man, yeah, I got a fucking Xbox 360 for $30. And I got it's a slim, it's a model 1439 or whatever, so it's got a 250 gig hard drive. So which is great. But what sucks about it is I do not have the power supply. So anyways, nevertheless, I'm glad to have it. And I've been looking all around. Essentially, you know, if you waited, you could probably find a better deal. One with the power cord, 2 controllers, and a few games for almost the same price, you know. But it was just there. And like I said, that's part of the thrill of the thrift is just finding it there. So anyways, I need to bring it in because I had a lesson. I'll just say I'm real proud of my student, man. I have one student which I teach in-house, and he's progressing, and that's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I like to see because, like I said, that's why I stopped mainly teaching. I only take students now on a case-by-case basis, like people that just really want to learn. And so he really wants to learn. He's learning. Anyway, so yeah, and that's what he's learning, kind of something like that. So something that is coming up is I'm gonna do a deep cleaning on this piano, which the deep cleaning for me primarily and really means wiping out the soundboard with this, but I am going to go under and also wipe the bottom of the soundboard. You guys won't believe how dirty the bottom of the piano can also get. So I'm not doing it today or anytime soon, but definitely within the next month I'm planning to do it. Just I'm really busy right now. I haven't even been able to play. That's why my playing sounds so crappy right now, is because I have not been able to practice at all lately. And so that was my intention, to do technical stuff, but then I sat down at my piano. Actually, when my student came over and he started playing stuff, I was like, man, that just sounds so bad. And anyways, it is easier to keep it in tune, like just by tuning it more often than letting it go all the way out of tune. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Yeah, so give me a second. After I tune it, I'm gonna go bring in this Xbox. I want to show it to you. It sucks I can't turn it on, but you know, it's just these systems. There became a time when I really like. Though I love video games and stuff, there was a long time, even actually with piano, where I did not play piano and I did not play video games. I'm talking for years. So that's what I'm saying, and these were the years. These are some of these years. Um, uh, so piano, the extent wasn't as long as the video games, but I'm just saying definitely like during schooling and stuff. I mean, there was no time to play video games. So that's why I stopped, is what I'm saying. You know, so essentially like when GameCube came out, that's like, and you know, I had a good exposure with the very first Xbox, but that's it. gonna take a break to eat here in a second. So it's like 1 a.m. Really hungry. So. So anyways, there's a video of Percy Granger that got recovered this year, guys. And I'm just not seeing it for the first time. It's real interesting. I've never seen any video of him ever playing. So it's quite interesting. And anyways, I've had 2 friends that have visited his house and stuff, and everybody that has visited his house just tells me of all the whips and weird shit he was into. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And I can't think of anything else. Every time I think about him, I just think of those whips.